Shall we begin? Let's begin now.
Hello, tunga suwitis, tapunga, nunagupam. Tana sakitin na siya yakataktaro. Kanokli isi maging mga siyutan na okaksimayo. Northerners see Trump's U.S. as a greater threat to Arctic than Russia. Tana kanagiging mga aksiyo, isi maging aksiyo. October 3, misakitaw yung
The security of Canada's Arctic is very important at the moment.
It's a challenge Canada faces and one for which we may not be ready. These war games can help find the problems. The different pieces represent military assets, Russian bombers and Canadian fighter jets.
There are also Russian drones.
As the ice continues to recede, the passage in Canadian waters, though some countries dispute that, could become a busy route.
We've got to figure out well in advance how we're going to defend it.
Russia has been heavily building its Arctic forces.
By holding Mold Bay, they can deny the Canadians access to the Northwest Passage.
Today, it wants to stop the convoy, landing missile batteries on Canadian soil.
If you destroy the logistics, you won't be able to survive up there. You will not have the food, fuel, ammunition, infrastructure to survive in the Arctic for very long.
A former Canadian intelligence officer plays the part of the Kremlin. In recent weeks, Russia has violated NATO's eastern flank many times. But it's pressured the northern flank for years.
We're always doing provocateurs. We like to provoke constantly.
Russia's being aggressive, but they have a lot of assets, so they have a lot of different options to play the game. So it's challenging. We're having to think 4 or 5 steps ahead.
One lesson learned, infrastructure. Only a few runways are paved, meaning warplanes don't have many places to land. The overall lesson, though, we must prepare.
That's frustrated knowing how little assets Canada has.
In this scenario, Canada won, but only because the U.S. forced the Russians off Canadian soil. Nathaniel Dove, Global News.
USA threat ngin nak sa boyo gayo Russia kun unayo kaksimo yan. Northern Canadians see U.S. President Donald Trump's America as a greater threat to Canada's Arctic security than Russia or China. Uko at tanong nagsakor American kun. Ano ko kaya nagkapakatan? Russia ukiyak taktumin military base kalkuri. Canada may pitakayangis. May pitakayangis, but that's pretty much a U.S. base. And it's outside the Arctic Circle. Iqaluit is outside the Arctic Circle. Check your maps. The polling data comes as Canada's Foreign Affairs Minister is being warned that current tensions with Russia and China's growing presence in the far north is introducing a high degree of uncertainty regarding the future of Arctic sovereignty. To see the U.S. as a #1 threat, it's quite alarming, quite surprising. So, #1 threat ng U.S. It's Russia and China. whose northern neighbor Greenland is facing repeated threats from Trump administrators. Trump's tariffs, executive orders, and his repeated rhetoric around making Canada the 51st state. The 51st state ngortitti manasuigussuuk teemeligaangittoquluga kisiani Canada katattiaruni katakpadlialerluni oqayorsimagma he'll take Canada through economic force. Iqqanaayarveruyuptigu kiinaayarveruyuptigu taakkununga America miperoqseenasuksuni Donald Trump asinginni isumaayuutiqaluangilluni ikajorniarpatakisiani kaarnerulu angiqatigitteilimallunuuk Canada-miu katakpalliuaaliurtu kisianaquyannamiinunavu miaakkallapiayu qanuuniarpukaa in the next year or two. While it was the first time OPSA polled Northerners on this question, the group noted their findings do not bode well for the future. OPSA polled Northerners on this question. When was this? Canada called me a couple weeks ago. They want to be part of Golden Dome missile defense program. To which I said, why don't you just join our country? You become 51, become 51st state, and you get it for free. That Golden Dome to show my kusyu. America misapud na ako sapud jidjut nasos katingin ni kukiresyu kaksisyu. North Korea, North Pole, Nalago, Mesomevikpata, Donald Trump, Golden Dome, Nunavumiroyokai, Kaktitawayak, Kanuvayaktoro, Garik. Climate change, Northerners see Trump U.S. as greater threat to Arctic than Russia. Kaya namin nga si tamang matitiyo-tiyo siya.